Good morning, beautiful souls. Good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. It is Saturday, December, I think it's the 4th today. I never really look. We had the new moon solar eclipse about 9 hours ago. So we're fully integrating these energies, or we're starting to. So just hold tight, because you may feel a little bit all over the place for the next couple days, because these are some pretty powerful it's a pretty powerful portal closing. The Gemini Sagittarius portal, which started last May, so May 2020, not last May, but the May before. So funny timing, and COVID really hit hard just after the beginning. So there's going to be a lot of cycles closing, a lot of astrological cycles closing. So whatever you started at that time of your in your life, look back and see how far you've come, because that's what this is about. It's about taking stock and looking back and being like, hey, I have made huge shifts. And even if the shifts don't appear to be huge, just know that you have made shifts and you continue to make shifts. And the way you continue to make shifts is falling into every moment that you're in. Not getting ahead of yourself, not going back, but allowing what's here in this moment to come through, tuning into your intuitive abilities. A lot of people over the next month are really going to have an activation of their intuition. I'm going to do a new moon. I haven't decided if it's going to be a full moon, or I might do both, or solstice activation, just to really activate our intuition, because I feel a lot of us just really require that attunement to understand what our intuitive abilities are. I'm also looking into running my tapping into intuition and divine wisdom course again in the new year. It's an amazing course. It's an hour. I might put it to 90 minutes because I'm going to add more to it over Zoom, where we really tap in and understand how our intuition works. So if you're somebody who's struggled with understanding what is your intuition versus what is not, this is a class for you. It is just amazing. This is what I learned, because that was one of my biggest roadblocks in my life, was understanding what was programming, understanding what was fear or ego versus what was my actual intuition. And when I finally surrendered to it, I realized how powerful it is and how it's always been there. And when we tune into that, it's amazing. And, it's because being raised the way I was, we weren't taught to tap into that. We were taught to just, it's almost like trust our ego, trust the fears, trust the guilt, trust the shame. And so with my kids now, I teach them to fully run by their intuition. We're not always going to, we're human, but really trusting that inner voice. One of the things that I teach is it angry? Is it yelling at you? Or is it calm and loving and right there guiding you? And that is one of the biggest measures of intuition versus ego. Ego's angry, ego's forceful, ego's ego's scary. It tries to make you fearful or feel guilty, whereas our intuition is calm and loving. Even in the most panicked situations, your intuition will come through calm. It will come through loving, unconditionally loving, to you and to everybody, whether you're in a space where you're safe or not. So it's an amazing course if you're interested in tapping into intuition. Like I said, I'm going to be running it again in January, and keep your eye open for those coming up. And if you want to be added to my mailing list, because I do make events for a lot of things in this community, but not everybody sees them because there's so many people. So if you want to be added to my mailing list, I always send out little email promos with what's going on, what's upcoming. I send out weekly affirmations. And yeah, just keep us on track. So if you want that, send me a private message and I will add you to my email list so you don't miss out on anything coming up and offers that come out. So yeah, tomorrow is the last class of this session of the 555 Portal Shifting Consciousness. It's been an amazing class to teach. I've had the most awesome, I don't even want to say students. It's like we're not students, we're masters. I've had the most amazing humans and souls join me in this course. And tomorrow we talk about divinity. And divinity is really just tying into our assumption that we are all that is. We are our own guides. We are one with God. We are everything that we search for outside of us, all the answers are within us and around us. We just have to tap into it and understand that we are. I am that I am. We are. So with this course, as we close this session, I'm going to start up again January 9th. It's 8 weeks, an hour a week. It's a deep dive into clearing these limiting beliefs that we've picked up over the years and lifetime after lifetime that we hold on to. It's about tapping into our intuition. I actually get into that in this course as well. It's about owning our divinity, learning about alignment, learning about attuning, calibrating our energy, what we need, I don't want to say need to do, but where we're stepping into to be our divine selves, to own our intuitive gifts, to tap into our psychic abilities, because we all have them and we're all privy to the same abilities. Some may just be stronger in some people than others, but as we work on them, it's like going to the gym. As you work on certain muscle groups, you're going to build them. So we really just have to own that we are these divine beings. And this course I wrote over, the last few years of my process, my ascension process. My ascension's been going on for years, but really come into play hardcore in the last 2.5 years. So I have taken all the things that I have learned and read and searched over the years, all the principles that are just powerful to me, may not be powerful to you, but this is what I teach. And I made it as user-friendly and easy to understand as possible, because a lot of the verbiage out there, a lot of the teachers out there, and nothing against them, it's just not understandable. It's really difficult to bring it into our 3D perspective, because we are 3D beings. And a lot of people out there are like, oh no, we got to get to 5D. 5D is a state of mind. It's a state of consciousness. We never leave our 3D bodies. We're never going to in this lifetime. So we have to understand that grounding into the 3D and pairing and bringing these higher dimensional frequencies and higher dimensionalities in our brain and our energy is what takes us into these higher states of consciousness. It's beautiful. So if you'd like to join that, it's called the 555 Portal Shifting Consciousness. It's 1 hour a week. For 8 weeks over Zoom. There's Zoom replays, and I save it all to a private list on YouTube after, so you can go back as many times as you want to rewatch. You can go back and, look at I've written a bunch of content to go out with it. So I invite you to come join that if you're ready to shift your consciousness. Right now there's a promo going on to save $222 off the registration, the regular registration price. So if you really want to get in on that, now is the time. We start January 9th. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. This course is it changes my life every time I teach courses like this. So keep your eye out for a solstice activation coming up during the solstice, which is the 21st of December. A full moon healing circle I will offer, which is in a couple weeks. Tapping into intuition class in the new year will be coming up, and the 555 portal shifting consciousness. So if you'd like any more information on any of those, send me a private message. If you want to be added to my email list so you don't miss out on any upcoming courses or content, let me know. I post a ton of free content on my YouTube as well as here. So if you need to get into that and subscribe, let me know. I can send you that link. But yeah, just have a wonderful day and flow with it. Flow with these energies. There's going to be major waves coming in. These solar waves are intense right now. So ride them. Understand that you are exactly where you need to be. You're here for a reason. And if you're feeling uncomfortable and your mind's taken over, it means you need to surrender even more. Surrender to it and allow it. Set the intention for it to flow through and to flow out of you. Do something with your beingness to help that, whether it's meditation, sleep, exercise, something that lights you up. Connect to source through your creative nature. Do something that you love, cooking, and set the intention for these to flow out of you so you can anchor more light into your being. Clear the energy, the denseness, and so you can hold more light. I'm going to pull a card. Oh, my nose is running today. It's very dry here. So we're going to ask Spirit what's in our highest guidance for today. And it's I assert myself. I love these cards. I say that every time I pull them. It says, I do not leave power over me in the hands of others. I will no longer be a victim. I have become the supreme being once more. I express myself freely, always listening to my real needs. I do not hold anything back inside that I no longer fear the reactions of other people. Thus, I regain the essence of my light. And this is Divinity 101 right here. And I love that this card came up. It's no coincidence, of course. It's a synchronistic sign. This is what our divinity is understanding that we're not victims of our circumstance. We have to assume and feel grateful for the feelings that we're working towards getting in this moment. Not sinking into our sadness, not sinking into what we don't have. It's about anchoring it in right now and feeling. The subconscious mind is all about feeling. When we change those inherent feelings to situations around us, we change our reality. You know, these beliefs have been within us for so many years. And I look at it and it's like, how are a lot of these beliefs serving your highest good? How are a lot of these beliefs serving your divinity? Ask yourself that. And ask yourself the question behind why you're feeling something. Because and why you need the answers to things, because we honestly don't. And the more we stop searching for answers, the more the answer will come to us right there in that moment. Anyway, I love you. I'll leave you with that. 555 portal course, Shifting Consciousness, starts January 9th for 8 weeks. Keep an eye out for that. If you'd like to join that or get more information, send me a private message and I'll send it out. I love you. Have a great day.